My name is Will, and not voting for Biden turned me white. Oh, yo, what's up, my fellow business associate? This was me before the election. Every celebrity, every politician, even my own family warned me that if I was black, I'd vote Biden. But I didn't listen. Then November 3rd, I woke up like this. I'm looking at Kim Kardashian right now. It does nothing for me. I'm a black man trapped in a white man's body. I'm a male Rachel Dolezal. I'm a male Dolezal. Finger on the trigger. 2 shots on a pinger. Tinger, ginger. Maybe, I don't know, shoot a ginger maybe? I don't know, maybe I'll do like a Sean King beard and hairline or something. Honestly, I don't know. Now when I holler at girls in the street, instead of thinking I'm a cool guy, they think I'm a freaking homeless person. Yeah, what's up, girl? How you doing? Okay, sorry. I'm getting cussed out by white girls now.
Wow, poor guy. Hope he recovers soon. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. This is Ukradowski of WeAreChange.org, and that video was a short clip from the comedy of Ryan Long. Definitely go give him a follow. I did a long time ago, and Twitter literally unfollowed me from him moments ago. I was like, wait, Ryan has a new video. Let me check out his channel. I was unsubscribed. So yeah, that's happening on many different social media platforms. I don't know if this has something to do with the hundreds, if not thousands of people unsubscribed from this channel, but I'm sure it's just a big old coinky dink by the big tech monopolies that of course are interconnected with this huge web of power and influence. Yeah, you know, because if you're gonna trust anyone, it should be the richest, most cutthroat people in the world. That's definitely a recipe for success. Yes, that's a wonderful idea. And because we don't have a free and open internet and have censorship of online speech, one of our sponsors is VPN City. Well, not really a sponsor, they just have an affiliate program. After I just started using them, I really like them. They're very affordable, easy to use. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. I like their product, and I said, hell, sign me up. And if you sign up under my affiliate link, you also help support this independent media organization. And if you're looking for a VPN service that adds an extra layer of privacy and security to your online experience, definitely check out VPN City. Now, just jumping right into today's topic, let's talk about the election, which of course has many people at odds with each other because of. And there's actually a new poll showing that over 70% of Republicans did not find this year's election to be either fair nor free. Meanwhile, in the same poll, not surprisingly, Democrats' trust in the electoral system soared, which is kind of odd since 4 years ago they were telling you that the election was rigged, that it was a farce, that it could be allegedly hacked. But obviously logic is very difficult to ask for in egotistical political vitriol. But it's not just Democrats and Republicans seeing each other at odds during this election season, it's also Fox News employees, which seem to be in their own internal civil war over their coverage of the latest events that are unfolding right now. As of course we have some anchors declaring Joe Biden a clear victor, while others question that. But I think it's very important to understand that the General Services Administration, the GSA, the organization that is responsible for recognizing a victor during an election, still has not officially recognized Joe Biden as the clear, decisive winner of this election. And yes, many news organizations have declared Joe Biden as the clear victor, but officially they are not the ones who can make that designation and begin the transition of power. This is, of course, as we still have some looming questions regarding this election, and it's important to note here that U.S. Attorney General William Barr just authorized the DOJ's election crime chief to investigate any possible voter fraud, and literally the guys whose job it was to investigate voter fraud resigned because he was asked to investigate voter fraud. Now, whether these allegations are true or they're not true, I do believe that they do deserve to be investigated. That's the least thing we could do, especially after obsessing about Russian hacking for the last 4 years that turned out to be not true. And I think we should give a little bit of patience to find out exactly how our system operates and to answer any questions and concerns that some people might have. Now, Joe Biden's campaign in response to all of this is even considering to sue the Donald Trump official who is blocking him from beginning his official transition process, since of course that has not yet happened yet. As we're speaking, there are a number of sworn affidavits, witness testimonies being sent to many state official houses and court hearings all throughout the United States, specifically in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Georgia, as well as other states, of some individuals coming forward and swearing under oath that there was, quote, some foul play involved in this election. Now, this is pretty serious because if any of these individuals who do a sworn affidavit lie, they can be held accountable for contempt of court and face very serious consequences because of that. And as these large number of individuals go forward, this entire battle might go to the Supreme Court. It might be very drawn out and provide some serious repercussions for our society moving forward. Now, as all of this is happening, a lot of people are speculating that some of this might be done on purpose, so there might be a bigger backlash in response to a possible court ruling over the election. Now, of course, many legal experts give Donald Trump a very small chance of winning, but yet we still don't know what we're going to find. It is 2020 and anything could happen. But the celebrations have begun for Joe Biden, and we have to understand the huge layer of hypocrisy that is surrounding them, as these people are literally celebrating a guy who wants to put up plexiglasses all throughout this country, institute a national mask mandate, and continues to fearmonger the United States about an upcoming dark winter, which he keeps talking about all the time, which is also coincidentally a U.S. war game about an uncontrolled disease outbreak that concluded with riots and an utter disaster. So yeah, these people celebrating this man as a victor definitely highlights a major IQ and intelligence problem in the United States, since of course they are defying actions deemed reckless by Joe Biden himself. Biden, not so long ago, was condemning actions like this. Probably the supporters in this video were condemning actions like this not so long ago, but yet here they are, all of course waiting for this, quote, dark winter, which Joe Biden is preparing for by literally appointing a doctor and medical enthusiast who argues that life after 75 years of age is not worth living. Yes, Joe Biden, who is 77 years old himself, is choosing this man to run his Conholio Sickness Task Force. Nope, this is not a joke. This is not satire. But with the celebrations going on there, it does make you wonder what's going on here. Especially when some people celebrate while other people literally have their livelihoods destroyed for having smaller gatherings. And as small businesses and independent companies get ruined by governments celebrating this victory, you can only imagine what the next 4 years under Joe Biden would look like. According to many, that's the probable outcome, but Donald Trump is still not giving up, as he is claiming that he will win this year's election, while at the same time admitting that it's going to be an uphill battle. How will this battle unfold? It will be very interesting, not just assigning a new Conholio Sickness czar, but also promising many Tech Valley billionaires government positions in his new administration, as of course many prominent individuals like Eric Schmidt look to have a position in his cabinet. All the while, Biden's spokesperson recently just came out and blasted Facebook for allowing people to have free speech. Yes, because Facebook doesn't censor enough, doesn't squash independent voices enough. Biden's campaign is angry, and they want big tech billionaires and social media monopoly giants to have more power over our speech, which is absolutely ridiculous. Not to be outdone, we also are seeing very radicalized speech by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who is now also talking about archiving Trump supporters for their alleged complicity. Not to be outdone, the Lincoln Project just doxed and specifically targeted 2 Donald Trump lawyers for harassment, as they are the ones who are fighting legally in Pennsylvania during these key critical legal battles. Now, having the lawyers' names, photos, addresses, phone numbers, and emails released while saying make them famous with the skull and crossbones emoji, it really doesn't help this situation. It's going to be curious to see if Twitter's going to take them down for obvious doxing, for obvious harassment, but since they're playing along with the establishment, they most likely won't. On top of all of this, we also have former Obama staffers calling for a, quote, Trump accountability project. A Washington Post writer even said that they have a list of prominent Trump supporters, and Jake Tapper of CNN also suggested that Trump supporters recently should have problems with future employment. And I don't know about you, but this doesn't really sound like time to heal. Another thing to really look out for is, of course, the very hawkish actions by Joe Biden if he becomes president. There's an excellent article by Kathleen Johnston that you should read that highlights his very aggressive foreign policy that could be described as absolutely neoconservative and war hawkish, which of course benefits the military-industrial complex. Now, while this is happening at the same time, not to be outdone here, we also have to recognize that there are some people in Donald Trump's administration that are beating the war drums against Iran. As recently, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo launched very aggressive rhetoric against the Iranian regime, while of course there are anonymous Defense Department officials that are, quote, fearing that Trump is going to start military operations against Iran soon. This is, of course, after the Pentagon Secretary Mark Esper was just fired over Twitter. And with the way Trump's foreign policy has been run, it wouldn't be surprising, to be honest with you, but this does seem kind of unlikely. But who knows? It is 2020. It is a hell of an interesting year. It's only definitely going to get more interesting. There's definitely not going to be time to heal. There's definitely going to be more escalations, more insanity. And what else did you expect? All the calling cards are literally on the wall. So yeah, as we've been calling many events this year, I think it's pretty self-evident. If you thought anything I said was helpful or useful, I usually tweet the articles or the memes or whatever I shared in this video on my Twitter account on Luke We Are Change. If you disagreed with me on anything, please let me know what down in the comment section below. I always appreciate your feedback, your criticisms, your jokes, your humor. I love it all. I appreciate you guys very much because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you sharing these videos. And because you do, this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on WeAreChange.org.